Hi all, Hal here with more Space Engineers, and it's been a long couple of days. So I've taken some feedback from folks. We've made some changes, as you can probably see here, and I'll walk through all of this here shortly. Show you what we've been doing, where we've been at, and where we're going. But first, we have to get started, so let's go. So, happy Friday, everybody. Hopefully you're having a fantastic week and a terrific day thus far. And hopefully the weekend is shaping up to be good for you as well. Alright, so a couple of you folks have been getting irritated with the fact that I've been using these consoles with all these displays, and I'm not actually using any of the displays with the automatic LCD script. So what I have done, and I want to give a quick shout out to Mick S. Thank you, buddy, for pointing out the header information. I keep seeing it, and I never actually sat down to figure out how to use it. So I finally sat down and figured out how to use it. Let me walk you through this really quick for those who are interested in automatic LCDs too, and you want to be able to use these awesome systems where you have multiple displays, because it really does help to get all your information in front of you. Alright, so basically what you do, it's just like with an LCD, with any other LCD, you have to have the console have your LCD tag. I'm using just the default tag, so it's just the open bracket LCD close bracket. Then what you need to do is in custom data, you're going to see a whole lot of just miscellaneous crap in here, because what we've done is the LCD script, in order for you to define where information is going, you have to give each screen a header name. So you're actually you're not assigning the name you're not assigning the header to the screen. What you're doing is you're identifying the screen in the header. So each screen that you want will have a header of at whatever screen number. They start at 0, automatic or auto LCD, and then you put in whatever the command line is you want for that command. And then if you have multiple commands, it works just like the regular script does. So what happens is this header takes place of the screen, that subscreen's custom data area. So you only have one custom data file, but that file, each header will then break out the individual screens. So screen 0, I wish I could move this, for this particular mod, screen 0 is that screen right there with the 4 charge bars on it. Alright, that's where our hyperdrive or our jump drive charge status is. That'll tell us exactly which drives are online, which drives aren't. So if you want to have a multiple drive array where you can say have 2 or 3 drives scheduled set up to do different things, you'd be able to see what the statuses of them are when they're charging. Now the other nice thing is that because these subscreens are actually individual, what we can do is we want top, middle, left, which is going to be this one, and we are going to change the color. Because the screens are controlled individually, you can set individual and unique colors for each screen if that's what you want. So you can actually color code your text screens just like you would with the LCD system. So what we've done here is, I'll show you here, we've got a couple of commands on that top left monitor, which is basically, it's our power summary, our power usage, and power time. So I can take one look at that and see exactly how much power the systems are using and where that power is coming from. Directly below that, we have our ingot report, which tells us how many ingots we have and how much ore we have. which is why I generally use that command instead of the OR command, because you get it all in one line instead of having to have it broke out where it will be ingots or whatever, you know. We left some of the default scripts running. So we have our gravity system here, we have our digital clock, our nav ball, and then we have our quick summary of how much power, what our power usage is currently, and what our hydrogen tanks are. And then if I need the actual details, I have that information in that top right corner. And then the screen directly below that tells me what is using the most power on my ship currently. So if I was using something with, let's say, ion drives, like ion thrusters, those thrusters, when we are in motion, should be at the top of that list. In theory, at least. Now, the nice thing about that is that if something happens, you can take a look at it very quickly and see where your power usage is. So if you need to kill power quickly on something, you can see exactly what's pulling the most power off your system. So yeah, that's a thing. So the more I use the automatic LCD script, I think everybody knows at this point that is by far probably my favorite script of all time. There are several other scripts that get used quite often, but that is a script that I use, I think, in every playthrough. It just adds so much functionality to the game. It's absolutely beautiful. So, anyway, yeah, we've been doing a little bit of mining and some exploring here. We'll just grab this one really quick. Go into inventory here. So, we were able to find a little bit more ice. I've actually found several asteroids of ice. Wow, we're down to almost nothing now. We're gonna have to get some more here shortly. Okay. Yeah, I pulled almost 2 million, close to 2 million, like 1.6, 1.7, something like that, out of one of the asteroids. But because we have hostile AIs turned on, I keep getting jumped by pirates if I sit still too long. So I've actually parked out in the middle of nowhere. We did find some gold. Speaking of, let's see. Is our production system? Look at you. Okay. So it looks like we may have the parts we need for jump drives, because we have a bunch of jump drives that we are trying to get working here. And so I think what we're going to do is let's check that really quick. Let's see if we go down in here. Can we? Oh yeah, we do have access right here. What do we have here? Alright, so what do we still need? I think it says we need detector components. Gravity components. Oh, so close. So I just need the detector components and gravity components. Okay, so I need to queue up 22 and 25. Alright, so detector components. And gravity components. Hopefully we have enough materials. Guess we'll find out here shortly. Okay. I can see this is going to be one of those days. Oh, so once we get all of these welded up, what are we missing? We need more gravity components, huh? I need more superconductors. Alright, so what are we missing? We're missing gravity components. Do we have no gold left? Oh, let's do... Actually, I want to see who's producing what. Ah, we're out of gold. Crap. Alright, well, hell, how many superconductors we need? We need 494. Okay, so let's just go ahead and queue up 500 of those. That needs gold too. Damn it. Okay, let's see what we have in here. Let's get for you. Actually. Hide empty. That's all refinery stuff. So yeah, we need gold. Oh crap. Did I see... Oh, a second. Did I see uranium ore in there? Oh, that's from that... Oh, it's in the miner. I still haven't gotten around to reworking the miner yet. That's probably something I'm going to do over this weekend. Let's see here. I'm going to grab... Alright, let's grab the rest of this really quick. There we go. Alright. Okay, so that's all piped through. Everything else is piped in. Alright, so there's a couple of things that I want to do to the ship that we haven't really dealt with yet. And again, it's based off of the feedback from the community, so you all know who you are. So one of the things that we're going to do is I'm going to pull out this assembly work here, and we're going to extend this shield piece, this little framework here, out probably to about here or so. And what we're going to end up with is I'm going to actually mount a couple of the defense cannons on it. which means we're going to be running more piping back behind everything. Because if we move it far enough forward, this is going to be blocked. And I mean, the cannon doesn't have the best line of sight as it is. But I want to bring that forward so that we have a little bit more defense on this side. Actually, you know what I'll probably do? I'll probably bring that arm forward to about here. And then we'll do this work, this like lattice work, out further so that it'll come out to somewhere probably around here or so. And we'll do another arm, I think. Maybe we'll leave that arm in there. I don't know, but we're gonna move the antenna. We'll have that move forward a little bit, and then I think that is most of the design choices or the design plans right now. We do have a working shield around the ship. Look at that. But that does mean our cargo ship doesn't have a shield anymore, so. Alright. Okay, so this thing has actually grown significantly. But I think for what we're doing, mini hauler. It took me like 2 days of multiple hours in the game to find the last deposit of gold that we found. I don't know that I want to spend that much time looking for it when we have waypoints on some of the planets that we are in the proximity of, relatively speaking. Alright, so we have the Europa base over here, which means we also have the Mars base that we could go to. We're almost, yeah, we're a little closer to the Earth base. But I think until we get all of our jump drives online, well, I guess technically once that last one comes online, let me check here. You are going to be charged in 30 seconds. So with one jump drive in place, we were able to go 100 kilometers. With 3 jump drives in place, we're able to go 217. That doesn't sound right. Oh. Alright. You are all set for blind jumps, right? Yep, okay. So if we hit that... Okay, so yeah, now that it's fully charged, we can go 325 kilometers. Let's do it. That will quickly, well, I should say, that will allow us to get around from point A to point B much more quickly than we were before. How much ice do we have left? 590k. Let's see here. So basically what I've been doing is I just jump in the general direction that we're heading. When I come out, I usually have, let's say this is the farthest I've been away from an asteroid field. Alright. Wondering if it might not be better to go ahead and just do a pit stop, because we can We're about 3 jumps away from Europa. We've got the giant miner over there that we could pick up. Yeah, I'm thinking we're gonna swing by Europa. Inventory. Ah. So you are the one that is we're currently using as our system here. So we want to go. Yeah, go do that. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to hang out here for a little bit while we wait for things to charge. I will bring y'all back if anything happens. Otherwise, once we get out to Europa, we'll park and orbit up there. See if there's, because we've got a crap ton of stuff up on the planet, or up on the moon to pick up, and we can actually refuel our ice and everything while we're there. And I think that's what we'll do. Okay, so we're going to do a quick cut. I am going to wait the, like 25 minutes or so of total jumps and recharges. And then, like I said, when we get into orbit, we'll bring you back and we'll figure out what we're doing from there. Right? So we'll be right back. And we're back. And believe it or not, I actually found some gold. I was in the process of heading out, and so I was just flying under normal power. And I saw what looked like a bright spot, and I was like, okay, well, let's go take a look. Oh, the things I do for y'all. Do need to rework the miner, though. Come on. Oh. Now we need to hurry because I actually have a hostile that is in stealth mode. Basically, I've seen him pop in now a couple of times. Let's do that so we can hopefully see a little bit better. But yeah, so we're basically trying to get as much of this as quickly as possible. So we'll see how this whole thing works. Oh. So, yeah, like I said, it's been an interesting couple of days for me, trying to get all of the materials together and just basically get things done. I've been taking a look at some other games. I put a question out to folks over on Twitter. And I know not everybody in the community uses Twitter. I apologize for that. But I put a question out just asking, what other games would you like to see? And there's a couple of games that have been mentioned that I am evaluating right now for use on the channel, and I think at least one of them is probably going to make an appearance. And for those who are curious, yes, it is Journey of Life. So. But I also was looking at Vulcanoid, which is a game that's been out for a little while now. It came out in, I think, January of this year. So you may see some other things coming up on the channel. Also started playing a little bit of Ark with Adreddin, so we've got the multiplayer stuff for that, which We actually have the first video recorded, and what we're going to do is he and I are basically just doing kind of a casual ARC playthrough on the new expansion map. And how much gold is that? $90K, I've got $12K. Let's go ahead and grab a bit more of this. Okay, so we have quite a bit of it already. Yeah, I'm just going to grab a bit more of this. But yeah, like I was saying, basically I'm looking at other games to bring out onto the channel. So if there are games that you all would like to see, especially out of the ones that I've already started taking a look at, if you have a preference between those, let me know. I think that's probably going to do it for us. We don't need a whole lot. 140K, that should give us a decent amount. We'll have to be a little bit more careful coming back because we've got a lot more mass than we had. So alright, so let's go ahead and get this thing situated. Let's go ahead and dock in here really quick. And there's that hostile. He is now within, he's inside 12K. I think it's a Mayday vessel, but I don't want to take the chance of it, because for those who haven't played with the mods, the Mayday guys have the chance to be a spawn generator, and they generally are. It's a pretty good chance that it's an ambush. But all right. Something just blew up. Awesome. Alright, so we do that. Turn those off. We are going to extend that door. So I heard something pop when we were coming up. There it is. Alright, you are extending. Not that we really need to worry about it all that much. Yeah, we'll do it this way. Alright. Okay, so we now have the gold that we need. So we don't need to make that pit stop At Europa base. Well, I guess we probably still should, just to pick up the ice. Yeah, I think we're going to. Alright. Okay, so I think that is going to do it for us today. Like I said, we're going to go ahead and make a couple of jumps here. So you're not going to be, I'm guessing, let's move forward here a little bit. Now, it let me do it before. So what we're going to do is we'll just $329K. Go for it. I almost stood up to recenter my camera. That would have been bad. Oh, hello. You're a little bit closer than I probably would have liked. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and call this one here. I want to thank you all for stopping and hopefully you enjoyed it. If you did, make sure you hit that like button if you have any questions or comments, or for suggestions, feedback on other games you'd like to see on the channel. Make sure you throw those down in the comment section. If you are new to the channel, haven't done so already, or just want to do something nice for me on this Friday, make sure you smack that subscribe, and if you want to be kept up to date, there's a little bell over there that says keep me informed, so yeah, click that. Anyway, I'm going to get out of here. I hope you all have a fantastic day. Enjoy your weekend, and we will see you back here next time for more Space Engineers. As always, folks, take care and be safe out there, everybody. Oh, we've only got like another half hour of jumps.